A huge welcome to everybody. This is our game of the week. Tremendous buzz in the stadium. You can feel the energy building. Fan base is looking forward to this one, and we're right there with them. This is not your normal matchup. A battle of top 5 teams. Two forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the Kent State Golden Flashes, taking on the winners of 8 straight, the Rice Owls. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Golden Flashes will kick this away to get us going here. So no return here. He takes in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. He's found some room at the 45. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Owls. Try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. He'll hand it off. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. He's got it for a big gain. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Whew, that was pretty. The receiver broke down his defender on that curl against man-to-man coverage. That's how you win one-on-ones.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. The shotgun running play call. Breaks loose at the 45. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive line up. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. The Golden Flashes looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Same tailback, another carry. And the Soft were able to bring him down quickly. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. That's a design quarterback keeper. Football football comes out. The defense has picked up the football going the other way.
That is tough for the ball carrier here. Does he take a big hit, but now you're about to get an earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
Using that challenge, a smart move by the head coach as the officials overturn the previous ruling on the field. So looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. Right down the middle.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes the Owls offense back out there. The last possession was a one-play touchdown drive on the ground. See if the offensive line can continue to create some big lanes. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. Second down after that run on the previous play. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Sometimes that primetime game, the whole nation is watching, brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Inside the 25. And he'll get there. Touchdown, golden flashes.
Man, I love running backs that can hurt you on the ground and through the air. The defense this time just underestimates his ability to catch the ball, and then the speed afterwards, it's a touchdown.
Lining up to try the extra point. And the PAT puts him up 3. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. And the Rice offense is out there again. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Makes a quick grab. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
The slot receiver can go inside or to the outside. This time he sets the defender up and then works across the middle for the completion.
That completion sets up a second down play. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
Handoff to the right side. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The offense with 5 receivers now, empty backfield. Looking to throw again. Fires it to his target. He makes the grab. Finally marked out after a big gain, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. Here's the second down play. Single back, takes the handoff. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
And they heave it deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Rice.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
The extra point is good, so it's 14-10 now. Now they get set to kick it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Golden Flashes offense retakes the field now. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Gets the first and still running. First down, they'll keep the drive going to the 37.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Gets into space at the 50. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground. Well, they're finally able to catch him, but a huge chunk play with the running game here.
Boy, this guy is a complete package. All he needs is a crease, and once he sees it, boy, he is gone. They're very lucky they were able to bring him down on that carry.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Golden Flashes hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Press coverage now from these DBs. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And they've got him. Fourth and goal from the 2. Can this defense come up with a huge stop? Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Chris, how about this? The offensive coordinator decides to run the quarterback on a design run to try to catch the defense napping, but the defense was not having it at all. waiting for that play to be run, comes up with a nice stop to get the ball back.
And here comes the Rice offense on the field now. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? From the shotgun now. Here's a handoff inside. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Everybody knows how hard it is to run the ball when you're this close to your own goal line. I mean, everybody in the stadium knows you're going to try to run the ball to get it away from the shadow of that goal line. But you got to do a better job than that. You're a yard away from giving up 2 points and a safety because you couldn't hold your own up front.
They bring him down after a short gain there.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Quarterback changing the play now at the line. In the shadow of their goal line, looking to throw it. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Owls.
And that was almost the entire length of the field. What a play by this offense. A nice throw, but really it's about the receiver making a catch and showing you what he can do with the ball after it.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, so it's 21-10. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the Kent State offense on the field. The last time they had it going, but got stopped on 4th and goal. They got to put that behind them now. Put together something here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Bringing pressure. And the junior quarterback shows his toughness, keeps this drive moving.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. There's the handoff. And they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. They're going to run it. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. Needs a completion here on fourth down. They can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
I really thought that this was going to work out. Showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
Takes the ball and heads to the left side. In the clear at the 25. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Rice. Game-breaking speed for the running back to reach the end zone. That is just priceless for an offense.
Chris, that back was able to find that crease in the defense. Let's give credit to the big fellas up front for creating that crease. They all played a key role in that score.
Now the important point after attempt. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Kent State's offense back out there now. Remember, last time they went for it on fourth down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he'll be taken down, but a penalty flag on the field. Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. That's a design quarterback keeper. It's a fumble. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
I get being upset at the ball carrier for coughing up the ball, but let's not ignore how big of a hit that was. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defender for making a great play.
So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. Here comes the Owls offense back out there. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Getting set. Here's second down. Play action fake, looking to throw. Now rolling out to his left. The freshman introducing himself to the quarterback there.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped, but a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Owls.
Boy, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Golden Flash's offense retakes the field now. Last possession, they fumbled it away, and it set up a touchdown drive. Can they bounce back from that right away? Not much on that play, brought down short. Second down after that previous play. Here comes a handoff. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. Gives it to the back. Change of direction. And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Crucial third down play right here. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Tackle inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
They'll run it here. Finding some room at the 25. Lost a lot of bounds, close to the end zone. Now a chance to cut into this lead before halftime. It's first and goal. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. First and goal. A good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. The Golden Flashes come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he will be stuffed for no gain. And the coach keeps the offense on the field. They're going for it on 4th and goal. That's a design quarterback keeper. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it. And the Rice offense is out there again. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here with the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. He stopped, but he gets a first down. Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on 1st downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain. One more play before they head to the locker room. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for the wide out. And it's complete downfield. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. Here comes the Kent State offense on the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defense...
And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
Better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down.
The offense has a big play here, but they really put themselves in a hole on 1st and 2nd down. That's why they've needed to try to play catch-up. They get some great yards there on 3rd down, but it's still 4th down. Can they pick up the 1st?
Trying for a 4th down completion. And they've got him a sack to end the drive. What a play by this defense.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? And again, I get being aggressive. You got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
Here comes the Rice offense on the field now. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Ball handed off. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Met kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And they add to their lead. So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Kent State's offense back out there now. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it in 4th down in their territory and got stopped. One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. Offense operating from the pistol. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They bring him down at the 45, but a solid gain to keep this drive going.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain. And now the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Keeping it on the ground here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there. The offense trailing here in the 2nd half. This is a crucial 4th down try. And the tailback's got it again. This offense picks up the 1st down. They tackle him at the 44.
Well, that is another tough run by this back. It seems like every time they need the yards, this guy is delivering along with that offensive line. This time on 4th down, they are able to pick up the 1st down and keep this drive alive.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
The Golden Flashes begin a new series here, 1st and 10.
29 Phillies.
Trucks through the defender. Second effort. Their defense cannot stop him short of the marker. The Golden Flashes are in the red zone. They're going to run it here. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. This is becoming a long drive. Here's play number 9. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Trying to get the ball to the perimeter on the jet sweep. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, the biggest thing when you run the jet sweep, you cannot afford penetration. Here the defense does a nice job almost anticipating the jet sweep is coming, and they make this offense pay for that with a significant loss.
And they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, Keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this third quarter. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a 2nd and goal. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, they get stopped here on 2nd down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
And the offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
Remember, a field goal here doesn't do much. So on 4th and goal, they're going for the touchdown. Mack now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. And he is not going to get there. The defense stops him short of the goal line.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the 4th quarter on a 4th down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
Comes the Owls offense back out there. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. And it'll be Smarter right at the line for no gain.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line. Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. I know the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this 1st down. Pitch to the back. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. And here comes the punter onto the field. And this will be fair caught at the 35-yard line. The Golden Flashes offense retakes the field now.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Second down after that run on the previous play.
Slide, 22. Set.
Ball handed off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. A quick juke. We're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a first down.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Runs through the defender. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39. The Golden Flashes pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Second down after that run on the previous play. That's a design quarterback keeper. And we've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. The Golden Flashes with 1st and 10 here. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
And the Rice offense is out there again. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. Finds room at the 30. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed along with really dominant offensive line play.
And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. The back's got it. That run moves the ball across the 35. Well, this one ended up being a blowout, Kirk. They get the W. but they also make a pretty strong statement here today.
Yeah, I thought this game would be a lot closer, at least closer than how things ended up. But give credit to this team for coming out with a good game plan and just dominating the game.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.